Oh, they dirty, they dirty, they dirty, y'all. They dirty. Oh my God, they dirty. They cut it. I didn't cut it. And it just took me 5 tries to gotta get back on. But guess what, y'all? When I tell you, you better hide that word in that heart, the live is completely gone. It's not in my drafts. It's not in my archive. It ain't even there for me to share it with y'all. Oh my God. I can't post it. It's gone. Yeah, I told him to go live. Tell him to come over here. Because I couldn't get on. Right. Talked about them coat of arms and then boom. It popped up on the bottom. We're sorry, this live has ended. Ended. Oh, they mad. No, bitches, we coming. We coming for our shit. We coming. So I had to keep and I took pictures of it so I can show y'all what I'm on. This live has ended. Then it kept saying checking connection, checking connection, check. What? They mad. But guess what? I know some of my down ones got this live. Okay? I know somebody. I know somebody. But see, that go to show you something. They not cut nobody off live for no reason. I said they was going to take the live. I felt it. My feelings do not be wrong, okay? I felt that they were going to take this fucking live. Oh, my God. They weird. I'm telling y'all, that's why y'all gotta get. You need my energy. No, please don't take it. Don't take it. Go stand in the grass. I promise you'll get some. Go hug a tree. Oh my God. That right there should have just told y'all something. If it don't tell you, they don't look, people that are not a threat, they don't mess with. Y'all get that? And I be Johnny on the spot. That's what I'm telling you. I don't have time for all these watchers. I got a lot of watchers. And I know I do. Y'all always on here watching. You know. I'm going to light a candle for y'all tonight, though. My watchers. I'm going to light one for y'all. I promise you I am. I'm going to light one. Because I'm over it. You know. But, yeah. Who, baby? Yep. It ain't nobody trolling. It didn't go off for that. Like, I keep trying to tell y'all, like, y'all don't understand how many times. Hell, it took me 13 TikTok pages before I just got off of it. Like, always getting banned. And when you get to talking about your last name, because you have to remember everything is your last name. These people is watching. You know what I'm saying? Why I don't do live events? If you just following me, I did one live event in Hawaii and got set up in a room full of security exchange and treasury agents. Okay? So if y'all think the shit that I be saying because I'm just saying it because I want to talk to y'all and that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you crazy as hell. I'm going to tell you that much. All these people ain't out here being regurgitators or trying to change something like they didn't learn it from me, and that ain't what it is for real. You can take it or you ain't got to take it. But baby, and it's crazy because the thing is, even if the live got cut because somebody reported it, right? The live will be there for me to play. There's no live there. It's like I never went live. Okay? You see how they cut? I got to talk about that coat of arms and get that in Boston for that trust. Just they got one while you ain't got one. Yours was already given it to you. A lot of y'all, especially the melanated ones, you will see that it's gonna say that you originally came from England. My last name is still whole neighborhoods and streets that came off of my last name down there. You know, and once you start like my neighbor who literally flies their coat of arms. I told you, you go get your coat of arms flag, right? And then you get the original flag for your state. For Texas, it's blue with the white star in the middle and you hang that, you just let them boys know you ain't up under their jurisdiction. And you're on the land. You're under God. That's the original. I told y'all there's two of everything running. The Constitution states that every state will be granted a form of republic.
Oh,
Right? So you got the republic, and then you got the corporation. You see what I'm saying? You got the state of Texas, which is a corporation. Then you got Texas State, right? Those are two different things. Just like you got a Democrat and you got a Republic. You have a constitutional United States of America, with United States being all lowercase. Okay? Then you got of, then you got the capital A, then you got America, upper and lowercase. That's under the Republic. Then you got the United States Corporation, that is the all capital letters. So you got the private side, which is the Republic. Then you got the public side, the one that's saying that you're a taxpayer and that they leaned your body. Once y'all understand that there are two, hot and cold, red and blue, okay, that is running, and you decide which one you're going to be under, because you have the right to choose. God said we all got choice. So you're choosing to stay on the side where you are silently and unwillingly a slave and giving up all your shit. Or I'm going to stand back up on the Republic under God for which it stands. That said that I'm the lender and not the borrower. That said I control me. That I am God because I was made in the image of. I'm not a slave. When y'all understand the truth, y'all will be all right. Yeah, let people look at you crazy when they say United States of America is not the same as the United States, because the United States Corporation is all in Duns and Bradstreets with EIN number. The state of Michigan, the state of Texas, the state of Alabama, the state of North Carolina, all of them got EIN numbers. So wait a minute, EIN numbers. So now y'all know Duns and Bradstreet has been changed, right? So Duns and Bradstreet houses all of the companies that got government contracts. Government contracts. But you will find all of your states up under there. Your DMVs, your Department of Revenues, your IRS, all of them.
everything.
God said that I am free. God said he put everything that I need on the earth.
Sure did. In fact, the earth is a trust for us.
So why do you think that they are mad? Because Trump said he is taking away the automatic that if you were born in the United States, you're a U.S. citizen. When you really understood what he just said, because you're tied as a U.S. citizen because of a contract that your state got with the corporate side of the federal government. And if you were automatically born in one of the unions, it automatically, according to them, made you a U.S. citizen. He's taking that away. Roe v. versus Wade was where they cannot use your birth certificate as collateral. It ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you was hunching, got pregnant, and don't want it.
Talk to them.
But they made that seem like it was. But that's not what it's about. Go read it. They can no longer automatically make you a citizen. Okay? And they can no longer use us as chattel paper. That's what Roe v. versus Wade actually meant if you go and you read it. You think that they really care about a woman's health and if she's about to have a baby or not? Think about it. They want you to have all the fucking kids that you can have so they can keep getting some securities. The man is considered the head of the household. Why? The last name. Why do you think when you get married, you take the last name? Right? So when you know the origin of your last name, and you know that you came from warriors, and that you was a part of a priesthood of kings and queens, and you display that, right? That's why I said last name and given name. Your last name came with you. But no, what they want you to think is, oh my God, your last name came because we were slaves, and that's the slave master last name. A bull fucking shit. And I'm mad as hell they took that live. Yeah, I'm mad as hell they took that live.
It was fire, y'all. It
Mm.
was a fire live.
But I can just show you that information can be here today and be gone tomorrow. Like I am really outdone, and it's nowhere to be found. It's like I never did the freaking live. Like I feel some type of fucking way. I'm gonna have to go. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go stay. I gotta go stand in my balls. I can recalibrate because that just made me feel some type of way. But when they do shit like that, it make me clap myself in the back. I'm like, yeah, bitches, you mad because I know. And I'm telling everybody, call me a snitch, bitch, for the first time in your life.
I'm telling. I'm telling. That's probably how they look at us, like that little kid who's like, "Ooh, I'm telling, I'm telling," and they mad as hell.
All right, y'all, I'm back. Because what? They got me messed up.
Sorry, y'all. I had to let them frequencies play for a second. I had to be quiet.
Yeah, I be having to stay calibrated. I keep telling y'all I'm an alien. I ain't from here. But for me to do what I do, I have to be tapped in. And when my energy get off, I have to go fix that. And I don't like that. But I know some people that sent it to me. Oh my God. I am Conroy. So my kids got me that for Christmas, y'all. I love it, love it, love it. And it's one that I physically stand in. Like it's big enough, I stand in it. So while I'm hitting it, that's going all up the spine. But yes,
Oh,
it's
that's
amazing. Get it off of Etsy. Go on Etsy and get it. Make sure it's at least a 24-inch bowl. They got 24, 28. It got the feet parts in it. I'm trying to think, should I show y'all? You know, you have to keep some stuff but I'll show y'all. Hold on. See how that good shine was on it and stuff. I don't know where that light came from, but I know that's right. That's why them people be trying to throw shit at me. I threw it back.
right back.
But nah, y'all, you got to keep yourself calibrated. Like this is a spiritual journey, and I keep telling y'all that. So we gon' you know. But yeah, I got it off of Etsy. I don't know where. I just sent them, Etsy, but I'll see which one I got it. They got it from to make sure you got it from a reputable person. But it's absolutely amazing, y'all. And we have to stay grounded during this time. We have to stay grounded this time. It's a singing bowl, but it's big enough to stand in. He actually even got parts in there to put your feet on, so that you can be, grounded, baby. We gotta be grounded. Yes, that was the best gift that I got for Christmas. My kids buy spiritual stuff. They be like, Mom. I be like, that's what I want. Give me some frequencies. It's a singing bowl, but it's big enough. Oh yeah, that spiritual warfare be something else, but they I'm good and covered.
Covered.
What candle do you burn? It depends on what I'm doing. Um, it depends on what I'm doing. Yeah. For my haters, I do reverse and double action swords where it's red, black on the top and red on the bottom. I just write their name on it and politely burn their ass out my life. It works. How do you get removed from the DMV? Nephew, you want to answer that question? Because I'm not answering that shit no more. You did your tuning forks. I just ordered some of them. I love them too. Can you please answer that? Because I'm not. I've never seen this name before, so they probably a little new. I've never seen their name before. So for Jay Bogan Bay, y'all with these bays. What's the
Yes.
purpose of the bays?
If you talking about strictly just your car itself, you need to make sure that you have rescinded your registration. You need to make sure that's one of the first things you do. You want to put your car into a trust, make sure that you have that transferred over with the proper paperwork. Fully make sure your contract is canceled with the DMV. That includes getting out of the auto theft system, which you can request to get out of. Auntie made a post about that. The National Motor Vehicle Theft Compliance System. You can apply to get out of that, just like the dude who got it. And they literally said you've been removed as a DMV employee. So you need to make sure you have no contract with the state, including revoking a power of attorney from the DMV and all of those things. And then once you have fully removed all your contracts, that is when you go and you get your dot number. You go on the FMCA, Federal Motor Association character website, and you apply for a dot number. You answer the questions. You answer all the questions correctly. It will tell you that you have a private non-passenger motor vehicle carrier, and that personal bodily injury liability insurance is not required. Once you have that number, you put that onto your black plate, and then if you want to even tie in what was talked about this time, your crest and trust seal, and you put your plate on there. But before you do any of that, you need to make sure that you have rescinded your contracts entirely with the DMV. All right?
Bloop. And then y'all don't have to be paying nobody no $100 and something to tell you how to do that damn application. Just pull it up, and if you answer the questions properly, it's going to automatically tell you that you are exempt. Now, I put up a post in my story today about registration. It was for the state of North Carolina, but it applies everywhere, because you have to remember, y'all know the law that says if it's a law in one state, it is qualified in another
In
state.
every
Well,
other state? Yes.
because that's because of the union, y'all. Remember, so you got to use that shit against them. Oh, you want to be a part of the union? Okay,
Yep.
so North Carolina says that if I am using my passenger carrier, because that's what it's called, right, to cross from one road to the next, that I am exempt from registration. That's
Yep.
what it said. Now y'all seen me put that, right?
Sure did.
So if that is there, and they have to give you a private plate if you ask, that is also in the rules. They have to give you a private plate if you ask. So where do you get the private plate from? You're not going to go to the same people who trying to get you their stuff asking for something private. No, you get it from DOT. So if you answer the questions properly under that website, you're going to automatically get it. Stop being lazy. Stop trying to get other people to do stuff, right? Because and you can do it yourself. And then you order your plate. That's all you got to do. You get your card out of their system. It says that you are a part of the auto theft system. I put that up too. Now everybody reposting it, but y'all know y'all got it from me, right? Okay, and now everybody want to talk about it. I'm like, I put that shit up there 2 years ago, but oh, okay. But anyway, then you now y'all like, how do I get insurance? Blah 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 blah. First of all, know that the DOT is public information, so don't put the shit in your own name. It should be in the name of the trust, because you've transferred your car to the trust, right?
Yep.
So to qualify, to satisfy making sure that your car is safe, because you have now registered it, because you have a trust and it's up under the trust, and you have a trustee bond, anything up under the bond will take care of it. So now there's the surety bond that you have for your car. Boom, bam, boom. That's it. That's all you got to do.
It's that simple. And again, those questions are real basic, y'all. Like, they literally ask you, are you participating in commerce? No. Are you doing interstate commerce? No. How many passengers do you plan to carry for hire? Zero. Like,
Yeah.
if you go through that process and end up with a commercial dot number, it's because you quite literally just did not know what you were doing.
Oh, you good, Jay Bogan, babe? I answered you because I've never seen your name before, and you may be new, and somebody else may have had that question. So no, you good. You don't have to say you're bad. We answered it for you, and I hope that you understood that, and I hope y'all understand that the only reason the police can stop you is because of the driver's license, and it tells you that if you read their website when you apply for a driver's license, It says that by getting this, you are agreeing that the police can stop you. A bullshit. Because you have to remember the police work for the DMV. That's why they
Yep.
always asking you, can I get your license?
Can I
Right?
have your
And
license?
the reason why they can say, oh, you got to have a license to ride on these roads is because the car technically is owned by the DMV because you never turned in the license.
Oh, as a matter of fact, since we talking about it, y'all want to know how powerful that black plate is? I had it on my car, and my brother was driving it. He was driving my car because I let him borrow it. They pulled him over with that plate, and then they let him go. And my mom will tell you, she's like, there has to be something to that car, or you must have done something. She said, because that was the fastest interaction I've ever seen. And even my brother will tell you, he was like, I was shook. I was shook. They pulled him over, couldn't do nothing because of that plate.
That's because it's gonna be everything is contract. So when you take away the contract, they can't do nothing. That's why they be mad when you pull out that passport, baby. Well, do you
Man,
have a license? Can y'all hear me, nephew?
I hear you, yes.
Okay, y'all just got connected to the car. I just wanted to make sure y'all can hear me. I'm gonna take y'all to the store with me. But anyway, um, so damn, what was I saying? Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, everything is contract. So when you pull out that passport or whatever, it ain't nothing they can do. That's why they always like, well, do you got a driver's license? So when they take your passport and go out there to that car, they're trying to see if you got a driver's license or a contract in any other state because they are part of the union. That's why it's important that any state that you've gotten a driver's license or identification card from, you need to rescind it. Now the thing is, y'all know by March 2025, okay, we in 2025, the shit here, okay? That by March 2025, you either have to have one of those, what's the name of that damn ID, Caleb?
Real
You got
ID,
the who
real
enhanced.
ID.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you got to have either a real ID or a passport for you to even be able to fucking travel. You better get with the good foot,
Passport
okay?
all
Now,
day.
if you on here and you on parole, probation, got a warrant, owe child support, and they telling you that you cannot get a passport because of that, let me tell you what you do. As I stated, get a copy of the Bill of Rights and the original Constitution of the United States of America of 1776. Okay, you can get it from the archives, which will be cheaper for you to get it from them, or you can get it from the Library of Congress, which is going to cost you a little bit more from getting it
Yep.
from them. Okay, you go to your state and go to the archives for your state and get your state constitution from 1776. Now you want to add a little bit of sprinkle on top. Tell them to give you a certified copy of the Magna Carta that says that all men is free. Okay, make America great again. That part. Okay, you get your certificate of non-existence from the Department of State or your Secretary of State. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all in fourth quarter how you can go right on your state website. Y'all see how I just put up a certificate of non-existence for the IR for the IRS? They came from the state. Yeah. Now you know if you put your own name in, it's gonna pull up that there's non-existence and you can get it certified. So, or you can fill out the G1566 form for the Department of State and get it through them, or you can get it from your Secretary of State. Okay. And you do your passport application. Okay. Where it says for you to sign under the penalty of perjury, you put an explanatory statement with it saying that, let's say you are a Michigan, you are not a U.S. citizen, you are a Michiganian based off of their code book. Okay. The certificate of non-existence by itself is going to automatically give you a non-citizen passport because you're non-existent, which means that you are alive. Okay, I got that.
Mm.
You don't need a driver's license to get a car, but why are you asking about that? That's what I'm saying. The first thing I look down on, all I say, I ain't got a license. How can I get a car? Go get one. There's no law that say you can't have no driver's license. You what? No. You think it's small.
Yeah.
Think big. And I ain't want to call you the other word. Y'all know that thing. Did you think it's small? Think big, man. Think big.
Think big. And if you
Think big.
want to know your title for your country based on your state, it's in the 2016 GPO style manual.
There you
It'll
go.
tell you Michigander, Coloradan,
Yeah.
Californian.
Y'all hear that? GPO. Man, it's on my page.
Yes,
But
it
that's their
is.
shit. And you use it. And that's it. Because if not, then guess what? If you a person like me that like to be on the plane every 45 to 60 days, and I do, okay, it's about time for another one. You mean to tell me I can't fly without an enhanced ID or a passport? Bullshit. And you got until March 2025, and they've been telling you for years. Or now you're going to be
Years.
stuck and enslaved because then you can't even fly? Who the hell do these people think that they are?
Yo,
They
daddy.
about to do it. They definitely about to do it. So that's how y'all get your passport.
There's always a way around it, y'all. Do not take no for an answer. No only means not yet because you're not ready. That's all that means.
That part. But hell, y'all ain't got no more time to not be fucking ready. You better get ready. Get on the good foot.
Now is the time.
Okay. I think.
Okay,
Oh, okay, there we go.
we can hear you.
Okay, talk to them for a minute.
But yeah, so like I was saying earlier though, that foundation is what's gonna save you. It's what's going to save you. If you haven't got the foundation that you need, go and get it. Give yourself breaks, give yourself a little bit of time to learn. Because we are running out, but you need to really make sure that you have that foundation on lock and get ready for the fourth quarter takeover. And then for those who aren't able to get in, you know what I'm saying? There will be more opportunities to learn, but dude, everybody need it. If you don't have a irrevocable trust, go get your irrevocable trust. Get your irrevocable trust. Get your irrevocable trust. Because you don't want your account to be shut down. You don't want it to be inaccessible. You don't want them to be the custodians over your account. Because when stuff go left, they getting the money, not you. They getting all of the money. Y'all
And
saw
according to
the
PayPal,
post.
they got how much of that? According to PayPal, they took that man $9 quadrillion.
92
$92
quadrillion
dollars.
dollars, y'all. 92 quadrillion. And that's all his money. That's not an error. That's just so you got to imagine the scale of
Damn.
how much they're making. And y'all saw the post I put up about Dodd-Frank. In the section that I read to y'all, it's underneath Title II of the Dodd-Frank Act. When it talks about orderly liquidation, and what they literally say is unsecured creditors, people who have accounts with the bank, investors, blah, 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 all of them will bear the losses so that the greater United States economy does not. The banks are allowed to reorganize and pull the money in y'all accounts to balance their debts and keep themselves afloat. So everybody whose money is sitting within a bank account, they're gonna take that money and use it to keep the bank afloat. And they gonna say it's because they lost all the money. So they gonna steal your money because you allowed them to be custodian. And on top of the fact that not only are they gonna steal your money because you allowed them to be custodian, you gonna let them stick you with the taxes that they have failed to pay.
Oh, but wait a minute. That's not
Exactly.
that the fact that they turned all of your deposits into a bank insurance, life insurance, that they gonna get the life insurance. Then they gonna turn around and hit the FDIC and get the 250.
You see that? Do you see how wicked it gets? So if you haven't done anything, you need to have that irrevocable trust set up. And now you understand why we're telling you that. Because you ain't gonna be able to do not an ounce of nothing without it. Not an ounce of nothing. And now, with the fourth quarter, showing you how to cut the head off the snake so that it don't grow back. We're not wasting any time. I already told y'all about the checks. I already told y'all and anybody who's in the fourth quarter will tell you that we ain't wasting no time. It's do this, and we filling out forms and getting remedy. That's all this is. We have at this point, if we keep going back over everything we already said, we're going to be repeating ourselves. And that's one of the biggest challenges that we run into is that most people or a lot of people in this space, it's just repetitive. There's nothing new. There's nothing more that's coming. But it's like we don't want to keep bringing y'all stuff that we already brought y'all. That's why we haven't talked about discharging in the longest or how to do cars or mortgage because we already went over all of that. We already went over all of that. We cannot keep staying stagnant, recycling, and not moving forward. No, we are showing y'all how to keep moving forward. And when there's nothing left to do, you'll know because you won't hear from us no more.
And that's gonna be soon. Thank you,
And
Doug.
then and then what y'all gonna say when we're off and we ain't posted in 2 years? Then what? Then what y'all gonna say? Because we still gonna be doing what we doing. We still gonna be winning and living privately while everybody else is repeating stuff that we already talked about, and it's never gonna be any new information. Like, pick which side you want to be on, y'all. Because we moving forward, and when we done, we done. But this is the time. Everything is being given, and I mean absolutely everything. If y'all haven't been paying attention, she's giving. And then at the end of the series, you're gonna be like, "Oh well, dang, I got this, and I was asking for it the whole time, and I didn't realize that I finally actually got it." Like I guarantee. Just based on the form that we're filling out. And if you ain't, then you obviously don't have enough foundation.
And the thing about these forms, they're very simplistic. They've been teaching you how to do forms forever. But not
Forever.
just that. Every important form you got has a circular, right? Just like
Everyone.
I was telling y'all earlier today, and y'all down here running around to the clerk's office and shit, and you like they won't find my papers, and I'm like, well, did it fit their qualifications? Like they have qualifications, right? When you have to put things on the record, like you have to follow the rules, and unfortunately, they doing what they doing, but they're following the rules. They're following the rules that they put in place. Like J.P. Morgan didn't become J.P. Morgan for nothing.
Mm-mm.
And I keep telling y'all, J.P. Morgan is who owed all y'all shit. Them and U.S. Bank, but yeah, what do I know? depending on what state you live in, it could be JP. That's why I'm gonna tell any of y'all who got a treasury check. Now I remember back in the day getting a tax return check, right?
Yep.
Getting a tax return check, and you could take it to Chase Bank. You can take it to Chase Bank without an account. They're just gonna charge you a fee and they will cash it. Wonder why that is.
Mm.
Because JP Moore, after he sunk the Titanic and shit, don't cut me off, y'all. after he sunk the sister ship, because that wasn't even the main ship. But anyway,
Mm,
he the head honcho in charge. He do the, for the eye of the R of the ESSA, you
mm,
know. But yeah, you used to be able to go to Chase, and you can still now today. If you have a check from the Treasury, you can go to Chase without an account. They're going to charge you a fee. So if you are getting those things in the mail, if I was you, I would go to Chase because I can guarantee you this: Chase ain't gonna steal your shit. Chase ain't gonna hold your shit. You know why? Because they are they are the IRS security transfer agent. Okay. Now, when it
mm.
comes to the United States corporation, their brokerage is Fidelity. I didn't put up the contract between Fidelity and the United States. I don't know how many times, but theirs is
Several.
Fidelity. Go ahead, nephew.
I was just saying, you put it up several
Yeah,
times. In fact, you put it up just a couple months ago.
that's why I tell y'all that and I've said it. Maybe sometimes I just got to be like, go here, people, but I don't want to have to do that, right? I don't know how many times I told y'all that when I got to opening up. Do I have accounts? I got accounts every fucking where, right? But one place I made sure that the Chase. You go to Chase, right? Because they are their bank. They already know what it is. So when I tell y'all that I give y'all all the answers, but y'all gotta have an ear to hear,
Got
right?
to.
And now, like I said, now that I noticed in fourth quarter takeover, we still going line by line, and y'all still got issues that it ain't us. Nephew, it ain't us.
Mm-mm.
It ain't the fuck us. It ain't us.
Not at this point.
Is it a good idea to open a trust account with Fidelity? So let me repeat this. If the United States Corporation, who's stealing all my damn money, has a security agreement, there go that word again, a
Mm,
security agreement on file with Fidelity, and the United States is holding all our bonds, who
mm.
are they holding the bonds to? Oh, would I have an account at Fidelity? I got a couple of them. I got one at Charles Schwab too. Charles Schwab didn't do no bailout. I can keep my shit with you too under a trust, right? Yeah. Hello, JP Morgan. How's Nancy this year? Yep, one there too. Wells Fargo, they ISO approved. Got hey, right there. Even though I know they some thieving motherfuckers. But guess what? Do what you gonna do because I know how to get 10 times the amount of my fucking deposit. That's why I keep telling y'all I don't have to do this.
No, no, y'all got it backwards, and you don't even know how backwards you got it.
Yeah. But you better go. Let me tell you something about Fidelity. Even Charles Schwab. Can't say too much about Everett Jones. But if you are about to open up a trust account with them and they ask you for a copy of your trust, which they should only ask for the certificate of trust and the signature page, but y'all certificates of trust be so whack, they have to ask for the full thing. That's why if I was you and you was me, I would go on deed.com. If I ain't take shit else, but their certificate of trust for my particular state, I will use that because then they will only need the signature page. But if your trust say anything about common law in that motherfucker, I'm telling you now, they are going to tell you we cannot open an account with you. You're a sovereign citizen. It's not supposed to be common law in there. What
No,
you, that's not what that's for.
no. Do not get yourself messed up with Fidelity. Don't get yourself put on the sovereign citizen list. Please don't.
Yeah, because that's exactly what they're gonna call you. They're gonna call you a sovereign citizen, and then they're gonna tell you that they can't open up your account, but they're gonna wait till after they ask for your trust, and you didn't gave them every fucking thing. You to open an account with them by putting in your social. Then they're gonna turn around and do it as a restricted deposit service through the New York fucking window because of the DTC,
Mm,
because they're a participant fucking provider of the DTC. They're gonna turn around and tell you that you can't get no account, and now they about to make money because as the restricted deposit, it will go up under 11, if I'm not mistaken, and that is for the trust that they're gonna fucking deposit and they're gonna get paid and still tell you that you're a sovereign citizen.
yep.
That's how Chase did me 2 years ago. What'd they do? Yeah. Common law means judge made law. Whoever doing that might need the account closed. Somebody who got let me feel you. I know that's right, fine, D-Lo. You own it. Common law means judge made law. That ain't the law you want. We want God. Okay? God said, I'm the lender. Y'all doing trust, you better make sure you have some minutes. Y'all doing trust? Come on now.
And them minutes ain't no joke. Jeez.
No, none. Y'all better have some bylaws. When y'all go pull, that's why I directed y'all to the Security Exchange website. Do you see you can pull any company's bylaws? You need bylaws too, right?
Mm.
So now, as Miss 5D-Lo or Mr. 5D-Lo, I don't know if that's a woman or man because it's both in the picture, said that common law means judge made law, and it does. What law are we standing up under the Republic? Under the God we trust. So pull out that hand today in the Bible
Mm.
and use things in your bylaws that I am the lender and the borrower, not the borrower. Ask and he shall receive good measure, pressed down, shaking together, so my motherfucking bank account overflow. You understand what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Blessed Lord.
Those right there. The leaving inheritance for my children and my children's children. Those are the things that should be in your bylaws. So do you need some bylaws? Yeah. Ain't you a corporation? Being controlled by trust. Right?
Mm.
So when I tell you that on this day, you need an irrevocable and a revocable. Your irrevocable one is the one that's gonna go on a public fucking record. So you better know what you're doing and you better have it right. If you don't, go hit up Creditgenics or
Ooh.
get one of her videos. I'm telling you now. That's the one you will put on the record. Okay. You know how they try to talk you out of it because they say irrevocable is hard to change because you need to go through a court order,
Yeah.
aka your deed of trust on your mortgage was actually put into an irrevocable trust, which is why you got to go through the equity side of court if you really want to get your house back because they made it an irrevocable trust. Mm. You didn't know, you know that.
Now you know.
So you need an irrevocable and irrevocable. You need bylaws. You need a security agreement between you and the trust and the trust and the bank. If you about to go in the bank to use them as a security transfer agent, you gotta have bylaws. Don't they give you their fucking bylaws? Don't they
Mm.
give you their stuff and
Mm.
you accept it because you think you have to? No.
Mm.
When you open up that kind of account, you are now going in a relationship with them, right? So in relationships, you have standards. Am I correct? So you let them know this is what my standards, this is what you're here for. Okay? That's it. You here to make sure I get to the treasury window. Here's your percentage, 80-20. I get 80, you get 20. You make sure I keep flowing. You make sure you keep taking your 20 and you put my shit in my account. But you got to put that in writing. But you have to be alive to put it in writing because you're a minor. They don't give a fuck what you say as a minor. But when you're alive, and you only can be alive up under what? Under God we trust.
Mm.
So yes, you need a trust. You need the right trust. Your, like I said, your irrevocable trust is going to put on the public record. That is right there
Public.
saying, and then your UCC is gonna match what the fuck you just put in that trust.
Mm.
Don't know how to write a security agreement? Go pull one of theirs and see what they wrote. Don't know how to write no bylaws? Go pull one of theirs and see what they wrote. Hell, they your best teacher.
Yes, they are. And it's all public. It's all public.
Yeah. Y'all go to Creditgenics. T been talking about her for a while now and tagging her. Look at her. Because that's the favorite trustee. Yes. Yes. I to the mountaintops. Creditgenics. Okay. Layla Lockwood, LLC. Okay. I have no rights to use her name because that's an LLC, but she know I'm in Layla Lockwood, LLC, favorite trustee. Because she gonna get you together. Yeah, how
And it
under trust she
wrong.
showed you. And guess what? Nobody with any of her trust get any pushback at the bank. Get any pushback changing your bank accounts over, changing your cars over. They give you nothing. That girl is bad at what she does into the mountaintops. I'm going to tell you, if you can't do it, you better go to Creditgenics. Y'all know I'm going to support who right. And if you come to me and you act like you right and I find out that you wrong, like people have, y'all know I'm going to call their ass out too.
But
Fact. Hold harmless agreement. Thank you. Yeah, you need one of that too, because guess what? You got to hold them harmless for what you're asking them to do. But guess what? They got a whole harmless agreement too.
Mm.
Layla opened up her course seed for free for 30 days. See, I didn't even know that. Y'all better go on over there to Credit Unit page. I'm telling you, that woman is mind blowing. Y'all think I'm the whatever y'all call me on this side when it come to trust, and that's a part of it, right? And it's amazing how God has given us a complete circle. So you got me on this private side, you got her when it come to trust, and you need one. Then we got Academy when it comes to the digital assets. The power of three. We know how power of three is, don't you? And it took me going through a whole bunch of wrong people for God to send the right people, and I'm okay with that. But y'all got three powerful pieces of the chessboard. Checkmate.
Ooh,
Checkmate.
it's over, y'all. Checkmate.
It's your secret. Oh, yeah, waiting on anyone you will miss the time to need your trust. Absolutely, which is why I tell them if you can't get these.com, it will help you. Irrevocable trust. So for the Academy for the Digital Assets, the link is in my bio.
Yes, it is.
The link is in my bio. Here, somebody, I'm about to pin it for y'all. Skyton Academy. And when I tell you that them two men right there, you want to get your generational wealth, know what to invest in that's going to make you more money and know how to protect it. Then you got the trust protecting it. You out of the state shit and you controlling your own assets. Baby, you can't do nothing but win. You can put the irrevocable trust on the record whenever you're ready. I know that's right, Jay Smooth. Check motherfucking mates. There you go. Y'all got to checkmate. You about to go, son? All right. Have an amazing evening. Bring me back some food. Tell me what I might come down there. Probably not.
It's credit Genics, like credit Genics, credit Genics, not Gen X.
Layla Lockwood, your favorite trustee.
Look, somebody put it in the chat. They at credit Genics.
There you go. You will learn an awful lot. Like I said, I don't know what her books is like. I know y'all here. Here go the keys. Ooh, you can't leave it out there. There you go, son. Yeah, get her classes, whatever, but get your trust done. Before you try to do anything else, get your trust done. So you can move all your stuff into trust. Get all your accounts successfully moved over into the trust. They can't tell you that you can't. Move it over. And as I told y'all before, when your account is moved over into trust properly, it automatically offsets these same bills y'all around here complaining about. But if you expect to take a hold of your account, you have to become alive. And the only way to become alive and to get on the record at your age of majority is by operating through trust. The same way these corporations do, right? Because ultimately, you are a corporation, right? You are a corporation. So you need to learn how to act like one. Um, in the fourth quarter takeover, I will be, it's closer to the end because it is a 2-month series, but we will be going over what's needed as far as the security agreement, things that should be added in there, the whole harmless agreement, because guess what? All of these things have to be and will be put on your UCC, right? This is how you make whatever you did public and make it lawful, right? Lawful means it's public notice. The UCC is public notice. That's why anybody can pull a UCC up, right? Putting things in the newspaper properly.
He said he want to marry you. Oh yeah, he back.
Who marry me?
That dude, Belvin. He said he's still dreaming about you.
Oh Lord, you
He said
dreaming
he gonna
about
marry
me?
you one day. That's what he just put in the comments. Oh my.
My trust is done. I went to get it notarized, but the bank closed today. Okay. She still has opening for 101 as well as Trust Me Enrichment, according to the website. Here y'all go. Her website is LaylaLockwood.com. Don't go over there playing with her, though. She 100% by her business. A good place for a security agreement? I couldn't tell you. Wish this was dropping in the beginning of the VIP room. Wish this was dropping in the beginning of the VIP room. What do you mean by that? Because you still gotta have foundation. That's the part y'all getting. Y'all just want to skip shit. There's no skipping. There's no fumbling.
No,
Ain't no
no.
ain't no fumbling. You gotta have the foundation to be able to stand on. They already changed the definitions of words on you. If you didn't know it or we didn't have it, like certificate of deposit. I put that in my story again today, right? It tells you that receipts, bank state. It tells you those things are certificate of deposits, right?
Yep.
On Investopedia. But if you go on Investopedia now and look it up, the definition changed.
Sure did.
Thank God we got it. We like, wait a minute, that's not what that said. So they're changing things. Hide that word in their heart. We keep telling you that. Is there a difference between a newspaper ad and a UCC one? They're both public notice. But the thing with a newspaper ad is somebody can contest it. That's just like if your house in foreclosure, look for the newspaper ad they put it in because they got to put it in the newspaper 4 weeks before they throw you for they sale. It has to be in there 4 weeks because that's considered a legal notice. So you got a legal notice or you got a public notice. Don't y'all confuse the two. Okay. So when they go to foreclose on your house, they put it in the newspaper. They ain't gonna tell you because that's public notice. And they did it as a legal notice. Okay. So if you know your house about to go on foreclosure, I will make sure that I get the paper. Now, technically and lawfully, they're supposed to send you to let you know that it's been put in the paper, but we know they don't. So say your house is in there, is in the second week. You found it in the newspaper. Do you know you can go and contest that? And if you contest it, it stops the foreclosure. But see, that comes with a foundation. Irrevocable trust, irrevocable trust, everything should be an irrevocable trust. Everything that you're doing should be in an irrevocable trust. Can I check out Executive Order 13968? Yeah, I will. You open your trust with Truist, they did them the same day. Nephew, what do we feel about that? What you want to tell her? I want to hurt her feelings. Okay.
You probably got.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example of same day trust opening. Okay, the young lady with the $500,000 check. They
Yep.
opened her trust account the same day. She realized when she got home, and this is her words and not mine. She said, "I realized I fucked up when I was able to log in and see that account with my regular accounts." So let me tell you something. When you're opening up a trust account properly, all of those wonderful things that I said that you need, okay, security agreement, whole harmless agreement, the trust, the front page, maybe the first page, the signature page, they need those. And this is how you're going to know that they open up the right account. They're going to tell you, we need to send this over to our attorney's department, and we'll let them know if they approve you. If they didn't do that, baby, and you said they did it the same day, that
Yep.
account is not right. It may have the trust name on there as its title, because you can title your bank account to whatever. But I can guarantee you that that ain't the trust that you want. And it's the same situation with the young lady with the 500,000. Okay. Another thing to know that you're opening up your trust account right. After they send it, it normally take them about 3 days. Nephews was so good. It was the next day, wasn't it? That they called
Sure
you and said
was.
they could open the account.
Well, I went back in there, and the dude was like, he like I said, he came up to me so surprised. He's like, they got back to me and they approved your account. He's like, this is the fastest I've ever seen them
That's
do it.
right.
And I was like, yep, yep, that seems about right.
Because
I'm telling you.
when your paperwork is in order, because you have to remember with a trust account of that caliber, you are now getting into a relationship with the bank. And not only that, how you will know that it is the proper trust account. When it's time to sign them papers, they're going to bring you a piece of paper with a pen. You're not
Yep.
signing on no little, and it's going to also ask you on the papers um, to allow them to be trustees, and you're supposed to say no. So if you just went into the bank on Monday and walked out with that account on Monday, I'm telling you, it's not the right one. Same day. That's right, David Battle. Same day mean it was not done correctly.
Yep. They probably got you. You probably gave them a personal guarantee or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely did. And they still the custodian. The only thing is in the name of the trust. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. And it's sad when it comes to these irrevocable trusts, a lot of these bankers, they're going to have to make a lot because they don't be knowing. When I did one of mine, the lady been at the bank for 20 years, and she had to keep calling me. She's like, I've never done an account like this. Okay, well, boo, I got all day. How about you? You want to go lunch? You want some food? You want me to Uber eat some shit
Oh my God.
in? Do they ask you to fund the account? Yeah. Nephew, where do we find our accounts with?
Birth certificate.
Oh, okay.
Sure did. 'Cause I tell you, I didn't have $1 million, and then they opened up that account for me real good,
Jab.
real good.
Yeah, there y'all got your answers. There you got your answers. Yeah, but you can just do it again. It's okay. But make sure you got your whole harmless agreement and your security agreement and all them good agreements. And this is why I tell y'all, stop hearing something somebody said on Monday morning at 9 and at Monday at 2, you sitting in somebody's office and have no fucking idea. So now you just gave them another account. I mean, at the end of
Yep.
the day, that's money you can make if you know how to get it. But no, we have to do things properly. They still own that account. They still the custodian of the account, and you don't have no rights. And I guarantee you, you sign something that say that you give them all rights, and that they can close your account, they can take your money, they can freeze it, they can do all of the etc. And you still like, but it's in my trust name. The name ain't that. How was it set up? It don't matter if your birth certificate was from another country. They turned that into a security. This is worldwide. This is everywhere. You proud of yourself for answering all the questions and finishing the sentence? Congratulations. One rose. That means you got some foundation.
Yep.
And it has to be the long burn for long form. Who said that? Y'all just be putting words in my mouth. Who said that?
Yapping, straight yapping.
Pat Realty. Let me snapshot that name. She said, I'm 50 and this feels so lost. They did that on purpose because they didn't want y'all to know so that we wouldn't know. But it's all right. We coming in. We coming up and you'll get it. And you in the And to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you. What's your name again, Pat? And you in the real estate, baby. You know more than what you think you know. because you're into real estate, you know more than what you think you know. So when you start combining what they taught you as a real estate agent, and then you start diving in this, you're gonna be like, wait, hold on. I know what that means, right? So I'm gonna give you one term that I know you know: fee simple. Fee simple. Did you know your birth certificate is fee simple too?
Mm.
If you don't know what fee simple is, you might want to go look it up. But you in the real estate world, you know what that is, whether you realize it or not. You know what a deed of trust is, because, and I don't know if you're the type of real estate agent that goes to the closing table with your clients. You know, sometimes they be like, oh, we can do it electronically, or after you done sold the house and did the paperwork, you leave them to the title company. But if you've actually taken the time to actually read that contract, you will be surprised at what you see. And then you tie it in with this because you are a walking mortgage. So I know they deliberately didn't teach so that we wouldn't, but this is what we're here for. And you know a whole lot more than what you think you do. It's tied together. Oh, you just ask. I don't know. You tell me. Cause y'all be like in a run to do shit. And then as soon as it ain't work, it didn't work. No, boo, you didn't do the work before you went.
Yep. Every time. Every time.
Then the question they ask, do the BC need to be endorsed a certain way? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you that.
I mean, I know, but shit, if you don't know, then I don't know why you about to try. There y'all go. About to jump off a fucking cliff and be like, she didn't, it ain't right. No, you ain't right. You ain't right. We have to, because we have to sign documents at closing too. Okay, so you will see, Shantae, the next closing you got, before you give it to your person, read them. And you're going to be like, because I'm telling y'all only sign that warranty. Y'all just sign that first piece of paper, say, I'm gonna file that myself, and don't sign. There you go. Fee simple equal absolute ownership. Thank you, David Battle. Fee simple means absolute ownership. So any of my people on here that has a house, go look at your title contract. They probably didn't even give it to you. Call the title company and say, hey, I need a copy of that contract that I signed. You're going to see that it says in there fee simple, which means that you absolutely own it, which is why the warranty deed that you signed at first, where the bank sold you the house for $10 or a dollar or no dollars, it says that you owned it all the way. Then they made you deed it to them in a deed of trust. A deed of trust is irrevocable. This is how they say your house is paid off and then they come back and snatch that mug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you put it in an irrevocable trust. So how do you get rid of irrevocable trust? Equity court, where you petition for something to be done. That's for them to get your name off your house. Get your name on my mama's house. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But if you never signed the deed of trust at the closing table, guess what? They don't have a house.
Nope.
You sign that first piece of paper. What? What can they do? Even if they try to take you to court, the court gonna say, "Well, we don't see that you own anything," because they don't. And if you get the currency transaction report, it'll show that it was paid off 100% at the time of the closing. Why? How do you think the military investigated them? I put that in my post that y'all don't keep thinking is real, because y'all keep talking about he wasn't even president in July. Bullshit. He was the president under God we trust. Now he about to be the president under both. Y'all see these people starting to look. Y'all see these people starting to act right a little bit. They like, oh fuck.
They know what's about to happen.
You rescinded the mortgage 2 days after I bought it. It's been 2 months. They sent the 1099-C, but still want monthly payment. Which should, first of all, you shouldn't be. So they sent you a 1099-C. Was it for the full amount of the house? Bebo, Brody, Brady. Yes, the birth certificate is. I keep telling y'all fucking mortgages. I don't know. Y'all don't want to believe it. Talk about Caleb. Was your birth certificate certified and not authenticated? We not giving y'all none of that. I'm telling y'all. No, we not. Because y'all about to go in the banks looking stupid. Because all y'all keep thinking about some goddamn money when you need to be
That's
free.
it.
You get your ass free, you'll have all the money in the world.
That and that's the mindset that y'all are missing. Y'all don't understand freedom first. Freedom first. Everything that you ever need come along with that freedom. You want all this money to be what? Still a slave. For
Oh,
what?
put it in the wrong account, and then fucking Bank of America say, well, in our terms and conditions, you said we can freeze it.
And then
Bitch,
they
it's
go
froze.
take it.
You that did all that work, got that money, don't know what to do with it.
Did
That's
all of
what I'm
that
saying. Y'all not even ready for
work,
that.
got the money, and then because you have no foundation, you couldn't even use it. It doesn't make any sense. Or you didn't learn how to protect any of your assets, and then the IRS start coming and messing with you,
Yeah.
and then you're cooked. Like if
Yeah.
you don't know the ins and outs, it's not going to benefit you.
No. And then if you don't know what you're doing, the bank gonna steal it from you and then tell you, oh, we can't do this. Bullshit. After they didn't cash it, after they didn't cash it in, they didn't give you your birth certificate back. It got all of them DTC fucking stamps and shit on
Took your
there.
money. They said, nah, we can't help you. We can't help you.
But
Come
it
on, don't
shows
talk
that,
to me.
they got fucking paid. But then they tell you, no, we can't help you. Why? Because you didn't go in there with a security agreement telling them that you're going to use them as an intermediary to get you to the treasury. Don't they got an intermediary?
They do.
Yeah. Wells Fargo, intermediary is Wells Fargo Securities. What is security? That's what I'm saying. Right? There's more than one way to skin a cat. Yeah. Can you take it to the bank to do it? Yeah, but shit, you know, you can take it back to who gave it to you and say, hey, why don't you, run this? You've been safe keeping my shit. I'm here to collect it.
Ooh, I hope y'all didn't even catch that
Hell
today.
no, they ain't catch that. And then cut out the motherfucking middleman and go straight to the man. I've always been let me get straight to the man. Even when I was in the streets, fuck the middleman. Where the man at? You know what I'm saying? Where the man at? Let me get them. Cause what? Hopefully they caught it. If they didn't, know well. Y'all hear my people over here, they love to be shooting them fireworks off. That's all you doing is steps to be free. That's right. Foundation and trust.
That's it.
They told you, in God we trust. Y'all, everything they do is calculated. In God we trust.
In God we
And then
trust.
these motherfuckers got the audacity to have the debt jubilee. And then they broadcast, they showing you in your face that the debt is gone. This is the debt jubilee. And they about to go ask for forgiveness for all the fuck nigga shit that they done,
Hell
thinking that's gonna
no.
save them after they done showed y'all through movies. Matter of, you know what I'm gonna watch tonight? I'm going up here to my damn movie room, not theater, and I'm gonna cut on Trading Places. Y'all remember
Great movie.
where Eddie Murphy and the Caucasian dude, where they was the bums, and then the bankers, which was really the fucking Rothschilds. You understand what I'm saying? And they traded places with us. It was all about the stock market flow that came out in the 80s. That was my favorite movie as a little girl. Do not ask me why I was so fascinated with that movie. Well, now I do know because my DNA was remembering as a little kid. Like, wait a minute, bitch. This is going to mean something some years from now. Right? And that's exactly what they did to us. They traded places. Richie Rich. Come on, y'all. You rich bitches. All you motherfuckers. 685 people on my line. Y'all some rich motherfuckers. Go get it. Go get that bag. Get that bag.
Mm,
Go get that bag.
mm, mm,
Go
mm,
get
mm,
it.
mm.
Go. I know that's right, Shima Coco. You got it. Bloop. See, the motherfucking firework, it was like bloop.
Right on time. That was perfect.
That was perfect. Bloop. The man is the state. I know that's right. Run it. Do, 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 do. Hey, do, 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 do. I swear I'm trying to learn to understand, but I always sound like y'all talking in circles. I'm sorry, darling. Silky fine, girl. You gonna get it. Beyonce in white. Came in on a white horse. Purity. What? What? It was all on the news. They didn't kicked out the people out the reservation. Said y'all ain't really the Indians. Come on now, people. Come on. And it took the bank money. We gave it to your state. Go get it. They only still on this land because people don't know and people are still doing their shit. Fuck that. It is over. 2025 is the year of abundance. That equals 9. 9, completion. They tried to make y'all think 7 was completion. No, 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 no. It is the number 9 because when you add up all the numbers, they equal back to 9. Okay? When you understand 9. The Egyptian New Year, 9/11. So y'all remember on 9/11, they supposed to pay people back too, but they end up blowing their goddamn thing up. Got your mind off of it. 2008, right? Oh, before I get to 2008, in the year 2000, the Jubilee. So remember in 1999, everybody said the world was going to come to an end, and they really thought the whole world was going to come to an end. But it really did because they did the debt Jubilee. And see, and then that's when debit cards came out because they switched the system again, right? If y'all go look it up when debit cards came out, I ain't talking about an ATM card. I'm talking about a debit card. 2 different things, okay? Because they did the 25-year debt Jubilee. Well, ain't this about something? It's 25 years again later, okay? 2008, the government had to bail out the banks, which was really bailing out we the people. Because the bank was the custodian, right? Because the bank was the custodian, they got the bailout and they kept it. And then they took everybody's fucking house. And then they started MERS. And MERS is owned by Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo. Yeah, it's owned by the fucking banks. Just like Early Warning Services is owned by the banks. Because they have to report the securities that's coming in so that you can go back and get your 10 times the amount. If some of y'all would just do your taxes right, you know how much money went in your bank account, right? How much money went in your bank account? Now you times that times 10. That should be enough for you to, breathe and sit the fuck back and do what you gotta do.
More than enough.
The Treasury computer being hacked, yeah, we talked about that in the first lie that they erased. They some haters for erasing that lie.
Real
Like
haters.
they are some haters because that was some juicy shit. Somebody sent it to me though. I'm gonna have to put it somewhere. So yeah, y'all. And her name is Naive in Spanish equals 9. A wonderful baby, meek princess will be of a survive this. Is who gonna be able to survive this? Shit, I am. Is you? Nephew, you gonna be able to survive this?
I know I am.
Whatever come, because on the natural side, y'all better stock the fuck up. Y'all see how these stories gonna visit? You better stock up.
Stock.
Stock. One thing I love about being an 80s baby, we know how to make something out of nothing. Okay? Y'all better stock up. That's, and take, because it's going to get a little rocky. But hold on. Hold on. It's going to get a little rocky, though. But if you position right, you'll be all right.
Yes, you will.
Because they going to make it rocky and then come in and try to act like they Captain Save-A-Ho. So are you going to accept they Captain Save-A-Ho is? Or are you going to be prepared where you can tell them no? And you're only going to be able to do that if you know how to operate privately, if you know how to file your taxes properly. Because I keep telling y'all the IRS, the IRS, not the Internal Revenue Service, because they're not the same.
Nope.
The IRS Treasury is your fucking friend. And get the state out of your freaking business. Cut the head off the state attorney general, the Department of Revenue for your state.
Mm.
Trademark your name. If you there's nobody got no time right now to go through the main trademark for the United States. Why? Because it's gonna take forever. But
Forever.
it's very quickly to mark your name in your state because ain't it the state? Isn't the state using your name?
Yep.
So trademark it.
Get that trademark. It's real easy to do,
Yeah.
y'all.
Couple dollars too, probably about $20, $30. If that. Trademark your
Mm-hmm.
name. You saying that you're gonna be responsible for who you are, you have to show them that you're not a minor. They have put us in minor status like we are freaking babies all of our freaking lives, and enough is enough of that shit. I'm not a baby,
Nope.
okay? I'm not a baby. I'm not a minor. I
Nope.
don't need the police to tell me what to do and to regulate me.
Nope.
They're supposed to be peace officers. They're only supposed to come when they call. Yeah.
Homie.
But everything is a warrant. Everything is a bond. And once I got all my paperwork together, the attorney general will be put on notice. That's who the fuck y'all need to put on notice. The attorney general. Okay, that's the attorney for the state. You let them know. Nah, that's why honestly, I told y'all if you get a certified copy of the case, get that authenticated and send it to the attorney general. Poof be gone. The very first court case that was won from one of my people when I first started, and I know I still got it because I keep everything. Her son was literally sentenced and went to jail. Okay. She drove with, she pledged her birth certificate, his birth certificate, and put that shit on the record with the attorney general. He got sentenced that morning, but was out that night because she drove and dropped that shit off at the attorney general's office, and he was released. Y'all keep hollering about who you are and who you are, but you're dead. And you're a minor, so what you say don't matter until you get it on the record properly who you are and what you stand for. And then they will respect that. I promise you they will.
Please, y'all.
So I want to see all y'all win. All 689 of y'all on here. I want y'all to win. Win, people, win. I promise y'all I'm doing this because I care.
So much.
I really, really care. Hell yeah. And warrants, those are bonds. You have to tell them to settle out the case. You know you cannot do that shit standing in front of no judge. That's not how that works. Because once you stood in there, you gave them the rights. If you showed up, you gave them the rights.
Yep.
Period. Period. You want to know what the CUSIP number and all that shit to your court case? You FOIA the court case number to the administrative officers of courts in your state. They gonna give it all to you.
Blue.
And then if y'all see what I put up the other day, when I said that they should said that if a case is disposed of, the dissolution or the closure of a case, then you contact your attorney general to release the funds. That's what I'm saying, though.
Mm. Mm.
So yeah, I just need y'all to win. We got to do this for our kids, y'all. I got kids. You got kids. Y'all got future kids, grandkids. I need, we got to do this for the kids. That post I put up earlier that we're going to be sitting by the bonfire telling our kids something that they're going to hear from us. It's going to be history. Every great awakening goes is written. This ain't the first great awakening, y'all. Go look it up. Go look up when the first great awakening was. It's that time again. But I know damn well I'm gonna be sitting in my motherfucking rocking chair at 150 Egyptian years old. Okay, telling the kids that we talked about Path to Freedom today in our homeschooling, and I'm like, that was me, right? You know I say the family, right? I say the world.
Oh yes, it's gonna be beautiful. Save the whole world.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be like, talking to y'all grandkids. Let me tell you something. I listened to this little raspy Detroit girl that was ghetto as fuck, but she loved us. You know what I'm saying? She'll get on us, but she'll help us. Man, I'm so happy that I listened to her because guess what, grandson? Let me tell you what grandpa did back in 2024. And we in 2070 now. I helped Shay. The reason your life is the way that it is and you free is because this what granddad did in 2024 and in 2025. And I took it back for you. Don't you want to be having them conversations? Your kids are homeschooled and they talk about me now. Thank you. I love it. I'm not going to, because I don't let the left hand know my right hand do them. But no, I ain't forget about the babies because I'm all about the babies.
All about it.
2025, I'm about to drop some shit for you. It's just about to be what? You're going to be like, whoa. And I'm like, yeah, because what? It's a great time to be alive. It's a great time to be alive, y'all. Let me encourage y'all. I know I get on y'all, but I get on y'all because I need y'all to get it. I need y'all to focus. And I wish I had a me. I promise you I wish I had a me. But I'm grateful, right? So now y'all know that I got into this case, got into where I'm at because of what happened to my mom. She
Hmm.
died. They stole everything. They took my little brothers, the whole 9 yards. And I fought the court. I was new. So I know a lot more now than I did back then in 2012. Okay. And I always told them people in that court that I was coming back. So it just so happened that the judge that was over my little brother's stuff is being investigated, right? Judge Ryan, hey boo. And she's no longer a judge because she was in on it with them in the whole 9 yards. But I looked at her and I looked at dude who they made the trustee over my brother that I was coming back. Okay. When I tell you that things take a full circle when they're supposed to. So now y'all heard me say, and I think I posted it. If I didn't, I'm gonna post the news article. The news thing where this now Judge Ryan is now being investigated and she has been fired. But there's so many complaints that are now being put on her, including one of mine. Right?
Mhm.
But as a trustee, you know how you have to file taxes every year? As a trustee, when you're over a minor, y'all catch what I'm saying? A trustee over a minor, a guardian over a minor, has to report to the court the yearly budget, what they spend, how much they charge, and they have to get it approved. Okay. So, as a next of kin to my brother, every year they're supposed to send the accounting to me, that girl they call my sister, that boy they call my brother, any of the interested parties. We're supposed to get a copy. Right? Now, as long as the corrupt judge was on, we didn't get copies. Now, mind y'all, this was my mom died in 2012. The court case was over in 2013. Okay. And ever since then, I've been arming myself and said, God, when the time is here, let me know. Right? So now, mind you, the house that my sister used to stay in, my cousin stays there now. There's a new judge over it. So there's a letter from the court that comes. She calls me and she sent me a picture of it. I said, okay, I guess it's time. And the reason that the letter came is because the new judge says, I can't approve what you brought in here because all of the interested parties have not been served. Now, you see, that's why when I tell y'all to do a 2848 and you do it with the IRS, you still got to send it to the particular corporation and you have to
Mhm.
serve them to make it legal. The IRS just don't stop it. You have to show that you have served them, that their power of attorney is over. So get the letter. It says that all the interested parties have not been notarized. I'm sorry, that has not been notified of this hearing. And so I had to call them and say, hey, I haven't been served. And God want to do it on Zoom. I said, he can do the first one on Zoom. And what's this? We're talking about 13 years later? 14, 13, yeah, 12, 13 years later. Well, they ain't talked to me. He said, I'm going to be on that Zoom. But baby, when I tell you that I'm going to get justice the proper way, right? It took all these years to finally, because my mom died a millionaire. My brother was a millionaire. He had an accident. Like that, State Farm Insurance was paying heavily for my little brother. This is why they wanted him. right? Because he got hit by a car when he was 7. The insurance paid. If you're in Michigan, you get hit by a car, you got that no fault. They'll just make any insurance company pay for it, right? But this is the reason they took him. But they messed up a couple years ago and sent my little brother's father a copy of the county saying that my brother was broke. So how he go from being a millionaire to broke, right? So I'm very excited because I get to revisit this in Oakland County Court. And those same people that I told that I'm going to come for your job and you have not seen the last of me, even though they thought they seen the last of me, because now the timing is right. And I say that to say that sometimes the timing is not right. And that's why you have to arm yourself so that when the timing is right, you are prepared. And this is why I want y'all to have foundation. Because,
Mm.
baby, when I tell you that I'm excited, oh, baby, oh, I'm so excited because now they're going to reopen my mother's whole case. This is how I know that public notice is so important. Going through
Mm.
her estate case, right? This is why you need a trust. And it needs to be filed somewhere in the proper place, right? So when we're going through the estate itself and we standing in court and I'm asking the judge, they didn't lock this up my mama's house. I need to get in. I want to get her stuff, right? Because in the deed, she automatically left the house to my brother. It did not have to go to court, right? Because the house was built for him. He's in a wheelchair. He's a quadriplegic, okay? So the house was built for him. And as soon as she passed away, the way that the deed was written, it went automatically to him. But because, of course, for the trustee, now the trustee is controlling everything, right? So I stood up in court and asked the judge to let me in my mama's house so I can get her stuff. And this Frazier, you, I see you in court soon, stood there with a grin on his face, and I mean a smirk, and said that everything was sold in an estate sale. So I'm like, how was this stuff sold and we were not notified? This is the day I knew the newspaper. He said, we put it in the newspaper. That was public notice. And the judge said, yeah, that's the law. I say, what the fuck just happened?
That's sick.
And I couldn't contest it. You know why I couldn't contest it? Because I lived in Wayne County. She lived in Oakland County. So it was put in the Oakland County newspaper. How the fuck would I get that? Why would I even know to look at that? So when it's time for you to put your ass in the newspaper and they don't contest it because they ain't seen it,
Mm.
like I had to do some shit for Michigan because I'm from there. Right? I put it in the newspaper in Michigan. I put in one in Texas too. It's all about public notice. That's it. And see, public notice has to be contested within 3 days. Public notice. I didn't say legal notice. We just supposed to let the public know what we're doing. And it's in the newspaper. So that's when I learned the importance of the newspaper, y'all. But I am so excited that the judge is already in trouble and I'm about to get her in more trouble.
Mm.
And this trustee that's been over my brother, who has kept him from us, I can't even tell you where he is. I finally get my day. But I'm going to thank them. Let me tell you why. And I'm not going to be sarcastic, even though I'm going to be sarcastic. I'm going to thank them. Because if it was not for that case, and if it was not for that judge, and if it was not for that trustee, I would not be the path to fucking freedom that I am today. Because it started with them. So everything that looks like it's bad always have something else attached to it. And it's because they wanted to play in my face. It got me my face in these books. Right? But see, I learned that I gave them all the evidence so they knew which way I was coming. That's why I tell y'all, don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, baby. When I tell you that I had a pop, because I'm like, that's a copy and scan paper, and that ain't right. When I had all the fucking evidence, but I turned it all in. And then when I went to court and I asked about it, they like, it's not in the record, but I just had to file. See, this is why I can tell you that after you file it in, you make sure you get a certified copy of it so they can't take it out of the case. I'm only telling y'all what I've physically been through. I fucked up in the beginning trying to figure out something so that I can come here today in 2024 on the last day of their calendar year and say, don't do that. Do it this way. Or you're going to need that. I went through that for y'all. Okay.
Mm.
So make it easy for yourself and just listen to me. Because I promise you, I'm not showing you wrong. And if I tell you something wrong, I'm going to come back and say, no, that's not right. That's my bad. Fix that. Y'all got a lot of these people out here teaching y'all they ain't did shit or nothing. Why you think, and not to toot our own harm, but too, why you think it's really only our page that's full of fucking receipts?
To this
And
day,
not because we
receipts.
paying the motherfucker for a receipt, because I don't have time to do all that shit. It ain't even worth
Mm-mm.
it, right? You can't teach me something that you ain't did. Because guess what? When something arises, I need to be able to tell you how to get past it, just like I can tell y'all, because I put all my evidence on the court case. Even though you couldn't tell me shit, I didn't have it all, but I gave them all of my evidence. They knew which way I was coming. And then it wasn't even in the file, even though I got something that said that it was filed, because I didn't know then to make sure I got a certified copy. But baby, when I tell you that, I know now. Okay. And it's deeper than, like nephew said earlier, we don't talk about discharge stuff no more. No, we really don't. You know why? Because it's bigger than that. Because it's okay for you to have a title to your car because they discharge you, but hell, the state still owns it so they can come to it.
Mm.
And more importantly, they still making money off of your security. So is the car title just enough? And back when I was in BGC, when I got kicked off of Facebook and said I'll be back, I said, I'm happy y'all getting y'all titles. I'm happy y'all getting y'all deeds. I'm happy about all that. But where's the money? I said, I'm gonna go find the money and I'm gonna come back.
Mm.
Okay? I said, I'm gonna go find. And that's crazy because my mom used to work for the Secretary of State. If you're from Michigan, down on 4th Street, right? She used to work for the Secretary of freaking State when I was a kid. And I was there with her one day. And that's when they used to have a big safe. You can see it from standing in the regular park. One of them big old safes with the little rolly thing, but it was like in the ground. But it was tall where you didn't have to bend down to get it. And she went in there to get some money, and I put my motherfucking hand in there, and she almost dropped that bitch off. I knew then that I'm gonna teach you how to get the bag.
Hey.
Go get the bag, baby. Go get the bag. But I told my group, I said, I'm going to go find the money and then I'm going to come back. But I'm grateful I got kicked off Facebook because that made me go to TikTok. That's where my nephew at. You know what I'm saying? And he following me and I followed him because I'm like, oh, this little young guy know what the fuck he talking about. He need a little fine tuning, but he know what he's talking about. And then he ended up doing a consultation and here we are today, right? But yeah, I'm gonna show y'all how to it's time. Our streets paid with gold. If you on the street right now, you are the gold that the street is paid
Yes.
with because we are gold, right? We don't have to wait to go to some imaginary heaven that they didn't make, talking about the streets paved with gold and we don't work. No, that's God intended for us to have that right now. And it shows my name is Tamika and not Tamika. I'm going to help as many of you guys that can cross over to the finish line. But you got to want to do it. You got to take accountability. You got to get rid of audacity. And more importantly, you got to put in the work that's needed,
Yep.
period. And stop looking at tangible things. That's how they got you. The fancy shit. None of that shit means nothing. None of that means nothing. Because guess what? They still robbing the hell out of you. We're in a bankrupt world. It's bankrupt. And all these companies have gotten over and they think that they about to go under and restructure, which is nothing but a chapter 11 voluntary bankruptcy where they get to restructure. See, chapter 7, they will have to liquidate everything to the people that's owned. Right? But under a chapter 11 voluntary, they get the restructure. But what they don't tell you is if you know Wells Fargo owe you, Mercedes Benz owe you, when you see them start going to bankrupt, because they have to tell you, you can add yourself to that petition. Mm.
Hey.
But what do I know? Yeah, don't matter about the materials. Materials that none of that shit mean nothing because they come take. Trump put enough notice the deficit of 36 trillion, and we are going into a depression. Can you send that to me? Yeah, I don't depressed, never. Y'all, they can be going into a depression. I'm not going into a motherfucking depression.
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, they be celebrating around here. Yeah, my daughter actually did. Y'all know she left me. Oh, she right down the street though, but she doing something at her house. I didn't do no fireworks or nothing this year. Um, I'm just gonna chill and get ready for this next quarter. I'm still considering if I want to do a IRS a tax return thing, and I'm only still considering because y'all mess up everything. Y'all mess up everything. Then you get the scammers and the regurgitators that want to come and put a twist on what I said, and that ain't what it
Mm.
is. And it's like, do I want to show you? Absolutely. But do I know y'all gonna go rushing and y'all not gonna do something right? And that's my only holdup. Like, it'd be a lot that I be wanting to get y'all, but I'm like, y'all ain't ready for that shit yet. But I am because it is about to be tax time. It is, and y'all need to know how to properly file them forms and see. Ultimately, by doing that, if people begin to file correctly, we can combat this deficit they talking about. Because the deficit is nothing but unbalanced books.
That's it.
That's it. It's unbalanced books. Balance the books. That will put a heart in a lot of that shit if we just balance the books. But I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm I'm gonna sleep on it because it is tax time. It is a perfect time to do it. But I'm gonna sleep on it because as I told y'all, the IRS is nothing that you want to play with. You got to understand why you're doing it, you know. And yeah, so I'm gonna sleep on that. What y'all need to be doing with the 4852s and the wagering form and things like that. Making sure y'all have filled out the 8300 form for anybody you've done more than $10,000 with, and yeah. So I'm gonna sleep on it, y'all. I'm definitely going to sleep on it. I know everybody need it because ain't nobody filing their taxes right. But yeah, I am. I'm thinking about it because doing your taxes the proper way don't need that don't have nothing to do with a 28, 48, or 56. They don't have nothing to do with nothing. Like none of that is needed.
Mm-mm.
Um, it's delayed until February. Taxes is always late until February. Y'all ain't realized that, now? That taxes is always delayed until after February the 15th. All IRS bills, you can use the BOE and have them authorize it to settle through Fairwire. That's what I'm saying. Y'all doing a whole bunch of shit y'all ain't supposed to be doing. You don't need a BOE. Why are you going to give them another security for a security? This is why
Literally.
this is why the IRS system is bagged up now. Because y'all seen one little thing on there that said, oh, if they seal a bill of exchange saying to settle off the account, send it here. I was the first person that posted that like 2 years ago, right? Scroll down to the bottom of my page, you'll find it. But more importantly, why would you give them a BOE? And more importantly, are you authorized to do a BOE? What credentials you got to do a BOE? When technically the bill that they sent you in the mail is the payment. But that's what I'm saying. That's why y'all getting hit up by these IRS agents and the whole 9 yards. Y'all doing everything but the right thing. I discussed 1041s and non-interest bearing checking accounts. You must be new. I tell everybody to get a non-interest bearing checking account. And once you have that, because it's up under irrevocable trust, you have the 1041s you're supposed to do.
See, and let me tell you how I know that he heard that probably from a regurgitator because ain't nobody else talking about non-interest bearing accounts. And anybody who is talking about a non-interest bearing account is because they heard it from Pastor Freedom. And they don't have the common sense enough to know that when you're going to get an irrevocable trust account, it's already non-interest bearing. So only somebody who doesn't know that is going to keep telling you that you need to go get a non-interest bearing account, because that should tell you they don't even know what that is. Come on now.
What can I do to get cheaper car rates? What that mean? I don't know. All my cars is free off the lot. Yes, an IBOE and a BOE are two different things. International Bill of Exchange and just a bill of exchange. But every time you get a bill in the mail, it's a bill of exchange. But that's what I be trying to figure out. Like y'all sending bills of exchanges that they're gonna say they can't sell, right? Even though they are going to profit off of it through the DTC. I'm telling you that they are. But they're going to tell you that they can't accept it because what security exchange filings do you got on file for you to be able to transfer securities? And then are you private or do you need to register the securities in which it is that you are filing? Do you have the authorization to do so? And that's why, unfortunately, right now there's a man that's in jail without a bond because he created some instrument, got the vehicle, and the shit didn't work. And instead of them calling him, telling him to get the vehicle back, but due to the fact that he
That's
used a treasury routing number. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? A treasury routing number. The guy at the dealership, because he knew him, he said, we couldn't even call you. He said, the treasury walked up in here and they confiscated your file. Then they hit that tracker that's on his car. Remember, on trackers I keep saying on all them cars. He lived in one state. He drove to, matter of fact, I believe he lived in South Carolina, the Carolinas. He drove to Atlanta. They waited until they knew he was across lines and said that he was fleeing and have arrested that man. And now he's being charged by the Treasury for using one of their route numbers. Y'all keep listening to these wannabes if you want to. And he can't even get a bond because it's the Treasury. Yeah,
why you would put.
my
Yeah.
taxes are, man, she didn't even calculate it right. LeMaze, who didn't calculate it right? Please don't tell me that CP to the A. And I told y'all, if y'all went to her, y'all better check y'all better get a PIN number. She, trust me, her or one of her yamps on here, because I ain't blocked that hoe yet. They putting the power of attorneys on all y'all accounts if she has your social. No, the Treasury don't play. The guy from the car place told him, like, I just would have called you and told you to bring the car back, right? It didn't work. He said the Treasury came through here. Because guess who called the Treasury? They put it through their bank. And the bank called. But I guarantee you that shit cleared. The bank gonna profit off of it. But he used the Treasury routing number. Y'all around here using your social security numbers as checking account numbers. That social security number don't belong to you. Don't that card say that they can take it? That's what I'm saying. Y'all out here listening to these people. Yeah, form 14157 form. Reporter has a fraudulent prepare with her PTIN number. Oh, don't worry. I'm about to have a whole Zoom about her to tell people what to do. Because, baby, I ain't forgot about you, honey. You have not been forgot about. You just not important. But you best believe, just because I'm quiet, you would rather me talk. Because I'm quiet. That's why you ain't got them. That's why you lost them kids now. For doing dumb shit. Okay? Don't just know, because I know you on here listening. I did not forget, darling. I will not forget. Virgo equals karma. And the last I checked, I was one. Yep, use the treasury routing number. And that ain't what you're supposed to do. Silent and dead. Absolutely, Kit Kat. Because, baby, what I'm about to throw, I got a couple folks who thought they got away with some shit this year. Just because I've been, baby, I'm coming like a storm, okay? And you still out here messing with people, too. I get the word. Still out here taking people money. You better hope somebody don't. But, hey, I'm going to leave that alone. Virgos match energy quickly. Match it and then alchemize it to my good. Big black ass, I get mad every time I hear her voice. But what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing about it? Y'all just gonna let her take y'all money and y'all don't do shit? But let me hold a class and you can charge, baby. You gonna charge that? Y'all just gonna let that girl just take your money and not do nothing? Y'all crazy as hell. No, she ain't a CPA, but she got a PTIN number. That'll really get them very quickly because she's proposing. She's working in the capacity of a tax preparer, and ain't no point in calling her. She's very smart. She ain't gonna. You get to talking certain stuff on the phone. She think you're recording, but baby, yeah, and she been a scammer. Somebody sent me her page 356 weeks ago. Somebody calling her a no neck scammer and all that. But baby, I ain't forgot about you. Hey man, that's why you stopped. You got arrested. She said that's why I stopped because I got arrested and just had a baby. So I'm careful with who I'm listening to now to help me with this because I have 6 children. Oh my God, connection angel, what happened? Let me pin your comment. What you do when they came and got you? Yeah, report her PTIN number. She got your foreclosure docs. Rio McCoy 357. I didn't gave you the answer about your foreclosure so many times in the comments. And then you turn around and you pay. She don't even have a house. She live in an apartment. So how's she gonna help you with a foreclosure? Yep, they said they forward that to the feds, and they do. So if enough people do it, men in black. No, they do not play about that PTIN. IRS said my 1041s are still pending. So, Mom Star, I did look at your thing. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. Baby, let me tell you something. You better say you ain't do that. You better say
Oh no.
that you did not authorize that. I don't know what you guys say. Tell them you don't, tell them no, that's okay. That's a mistake. I didn't authorize it. I don't know what to tell you. Because, baby, I looked at him and I said, oh, shit, she about to get this lady fucked up. It should be on the documents that she filed for you. It most definitely is. And if not, when I get off, I will give y'all the PTIN number. Play with your mama.
Mm,
You
there you go.
filed hourly tree, but couldn't pull you up. It's in the link in my bio. Or you go to my YouTube page and hit more, and then the link for that VIP will pop up. I had a ticket and went to court. I commanded to do their job, the job to do something, and he said I didn't have the authority to do it, and I got arrested. Absolutely, because as soon as you walked in, that's your mama. You walked in there as a minor. That's why I say you when you get a ticket for court, y'all, because you don't fight with them cop killers, okay? You don't fight with them on the side of the road.
Mm-mm.
Take the ticket and keep going. But as soon as you get home, you write, do not consent to contract. Sign it, register, mail it back to the court clerk.
And it will disappear.
Yeah.
I showed y'all that in a live earlier this year. And then I showed y'all my own ticket that I did that with.
Yeah. I remember everything is contracts. So if you're not consenting to the contract, boom. I do not consent to contract. It will go away. But then go ahead and do part two. Because the ticket number turned into a bond. And tell them to, make that happen. Just don't consent to contract. When you don't say nothing, that's when they put out a warrant, right? But if you know a warrant, because you acquiescence, but if you know a warrant is a bond, hey, settle my account out. That's what your job is. But you cannot walk into court and then you walk behind the little swingy door. Now, if you're gonna
Mm-mm.
do anything, you better stand on the other side of the swingy door. Because as soon as you do, and y'all be in there talking about you ain't got no jurisdiction, you just gave it to him as soon as you walked in. Ain't no, I ain't got no jurisdiction. And because you are an attorney in fact, and you like, I'm representing myself. When they tell you, well, we're going to hold you to the same standards that we will, because they will, because now you're standing here as an attorney in fact.
Yep.
But if you had your irrevocable trust on file in the public records, they wouldn't even touch you. Can't touch this because they can't. You're no longer a minor. You no longer a ward of the court. You don't your police that protect you at that point is the sheriff, because the sheriff is the police for the people. Mm.
Mm.
Why you think when you get evicted, it ain't the regular police, it's the sheriff? Because only the sheriff can deal with the living. I even put up the sheriff manual for y'all. It's on my page somewhere. I told y'all to go pull it. I put the whole sheriff manual. It tell you everything your sheriff is supposed to do. Your sheriff is supposed to uphold your constitutional rights, right? Your state constitutional rights. Your state constitutional right said that we, the people, are sovereign.
Sure
And then if you don't
does.
like the rules of your local government, you don't have to abide by them. That's what it says.
In every single one.
Which is why I told y'all to get a copy of your state constitution. The one that's archived from 1776. He said, no swingy door thing. Hell no. If any, because once you go over it's like walking the plank. Once you go over the swingy door, they got, no. Once you put it in a motion, you gave it to them. We don't motion, we petition. Because the court is nothing but a bait. And every charge is a tax charge. You got a gun and you didn't buy from a dealer and you paid the taxes on it, then yeah, you got a CCW on the public side, but on the private side, it's gonna say you ain't paid the taxes. You got caught with that smoke, or that white girl. You know what I'm saying? You ain't paying for that. You paying because you ain't paid the taxes on it. I showed y'all the weed currency steps that come from your comptroller. Mm.
Mm.
Where you will pay the taxes. Why do you think the IRS has a part that says they want to know about all your illegal activity? Because they want you to pay the taxes. Yeah, that's right. You don't do it with the cops. The cops is doing the job. All they know is they supposed to give it tickets. You got your copy of
That's
your Michigan State Constitution. I know that's right. That's all they do. And that's right. Write the petition in cursive. It undoes the spells. And take it to the proper court because it's equity. That's all right. You understand. So what's going on with the case now? Connected Angel. Because you can always go back. Y'all see nephew went back. And for y'all who haven't heard his audio,
sure did.
it's there somewhere. He had already pleaded to that case and everything. And he had one consultation with me, did his homework, and went back up in there like, yeah, no, I'm recalling my plea. And let me tell you why. Y'all see you free. Don't y'all? And he fired the fucking judge. That was the funniest
Yeah,
shit ever.
walking around.
He fired the judge, okay? No sheriff in the room, no nothing. Because he removed all of that shit before he walked in there.
Can't touch me now.
You definitely told him that she prepared him. Momster, I can't remember. What's her name at the bottom?
I believe so.
On some people, she did.
On some people, she didn't put herself. On others, she did.
You fired 6 banks this week. I know that's right. Yep, he did. He said, you're a public servant. You're fired. He fired the judge, y'all. That was so hilarious. He fired their ass. But he made sure he had on the record what he's supposed to have on the record first. Because that's tax court. Only U.S. citizens is responsible for taxes. So he put that big FOIA on there like, bitch, I ain't no U.S. citizen. They said it. They don't know who I am.
Sure did.
They ain't know who he was. No, she didn't sign yours. That's how you know it was some bullshit. She wasn't about to put her name on that. So now they can prove it by IP address. Because, Paul, you ain't got away with it. Fat, greasy ass. You ain't got away with it. Every time I think about that shit, it pisses me off. Yes, Caleb did do that. Shit, I called the IRS and explain the situation. Explaining them is not going to do anything. You need to file the proper forms, like the 14157, how much you paid her, to whatever. You need to also give her a 1099 non-employee compensation form. Yeah, so when she try to go file anything, what? Make sure you put, because she didn't do that up under her name. She did it up under her business name, which is her name. Or she did it up under that strategic crap, you know? And push come to shove, let me tell you something. She act like she don't want to pay nobody. We can all pull her and bankrupt her ass. Okay? Pow, 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 pow. Pow. Pow, 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 pow. Bankrupt her ass. Because she owe you. Then that way, anything she do got or think she got or them businesses got, you will have. I know you listening, boo. Your black ass turning red right now, ain't you? Because I ain't forgot about you, roly-poly ass. Bankrupt her ass. And all it takes is for one person to do the petition and everybody else can get on it. My bank is denying me a $1,500 dispute from an order I didn't even receive from China. What should I do? Yeah, the CFPB doesn't have anything to do with the banks. You can, under the transaction, Electronic Funds Transfer Act, they only can make you responsible for $50. But if you did a dispute for $1,500, they went right to the FDIC and got $250,000 insurance as soon as you put the dispute in. You can take them to equity court because they stole your shit. It's secure. So yeah, y'all. I wasn't even supposed to be on here this long, but I was mad they took my first post down. I was working for a company selling solar. So how you gonna work for a person and they owe you 20 grand and you keep working for them? That's crazy as hell. The BTIN literally stands for Prosper Tax Identification Number. Yeah, because that's how she in our system. Y'all keep reporting it. I bet you she won't be. And it's about to be tax time. Y'all know she about to go out here stealing from a whole lot of people. Just like you can stop the corporation, stop her ass too. Can we reverse the case? Yeah, but you gotta have it's different when they locked up. You gotta go through a whole lot. And well, not really a whole lot, but you gotta have power of attorney. And then you gotta look at any backlash that they may receive because you're helping them to get out and the way that you're doing it, they don't like that stuff. So and you gotta know what it is that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her golden girls, that part. Got my notes from the first person I spilled the tea. Yeah, they were so mad. I have never seen them just take a
Cut you
post,
like that.
cut me, but then the live ain't nowhere around.
Yeah,
Like,
that was ridiculous.
it was gone. Like, I'm gonna try again when I get off. Like, but the whole live was gone. Like, I seen that pop up when I got to talk about that Kodak, and I seen that pop up. We're sorry, this live has ended. What? So then, of course, when you're done with a live, you know, it'll come up for you to write a caption and then you can share it. And then at the top, it'll be like posting, post. It was gone. Then I went to the drafts, it did. And then I tried to get back online 5 times. It took the 6th try for me to come back online with you. I had to call Nephew like, well, let me see if I can go online with you, but then they end up letting me on. They did not want y'all to have that information. They did not want y'all to have that information. So, yep, it's 11:11. I'm going to get up out of here. You guys have an amazing, amazing evening. Thank you for coming to rock out with me. Happy new quarter 2025. Let's do what we got to do. I will consider doing the, what you call it, class. I will let you guys know. If you want to join the fourth quarter takeover, the link is in my bio. If you're new here, go look at my story, grab what you see in there, and do the homework. It's our time, y'all. There's no more playing around. This is the time. So you're either with it or you're not. And I'm not forcing you. So on that night, know y'all have a happy new physical year, because New Year's to me start March. And you guys have an amazing evening. Everybody stay safe, and get y'all shit together and go get a trust. Make 2025 the year of the trust. Okay. And on that note, you guys have an amazing evening, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.